What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we've got something pretty cool to talk about, and that is some serious changes that Blizzard has made for players jumping in now for the first time, maybe in Season of Discovery, or even existing players wanting to catch up on alts. They've implemented some serious catch-up changes that are even going to make me want to level some other characters. Now, as you guys know, I love World of Warcraft, and I've really enjoyed all of Season of Discovery so far, but I've been on a little bit of a break for the past 3 weeks. Once a year, I jump into the Tarkov wipe. Not sure if any of you know the game, but it's a lot of fun. Right at the beginning of the wipe, I play for a couple of months, and then I go back to WoW. Now, that's what I've been doing for the past couple of weeks, but this change really caught my eye. So I decided that for anyone who relies on my content or YouTube videos in general to receive updates about what's going on in the WoW Classic world and community, that I was going to make a video on it. And it even got me to start leveling a new character. So without further ado, let's jump into these changes. So what Blizzard has done is added Tier 1 and some of Tier 2 to the Undermine Reels vendor. Now, these changes are crazy because that means that basically you can just farm Undermine Reels and get pretty much your full Tier 1 and 4 pieces of Tier 2 before even stepping foot in a raid. Now, most likely doing some of the earlier raids like Molten Core on Heat Level 1, ZG, things like that are going to really help you farm these reels a lot quicker, but you can farm them via dungeons. So in terms of how much they cost, the prices are actually a lot cheaper than I thought they were going to be. For our Tier 1 wrists, waist, and hands, they're 15 Undermine Reels each. For our Tier 1 feet and shoulders, they're 20 each, and for our chest, legs, and head pieces, they are 25 reels each. For our Tier 2, now, like I said before, you can get 4 pieces of Tier 2 on the Undermine Reels. That's going to be your wrist, waist, hands, and feet for 35 Tarnished Undermine Reels each. So this makes it really, really easy to catch up on maybe some alts or even your main character. Maybe you raided Molten Core for 2 or 3 weeks, got bored, and quit. Now is definitely going to be the time to jump back in. It's a lot easier to gear these characters out, and there's plenty of raids and plenty of pugs going around, especially on Crusader Strike, for you to be able to do so. Now, just for the sake of this video, I came down here on my Rogue, which is on Crusader Strike. As you can tell, it's been pretty eventful so far. People are really enjoying these changes, as you can tell by the skeletons all over the floor. But let's take a look at the vendor so we can see what this looks like. On the second page, third page, fourth page, fifth page, here we go. Primeval bindings, belt, gloves, and boots. Just like it said in the blue post, 35 Tarnished Undermine Reels each. And then right on the next page here, we have our Tier 1 tokens for the exact prices listed in the blue post. So this is live currently in Season of Discovery. And if you guys have been on the fence about maybe jumping back in, this might be the time to do it. There's a lot of cool things coming in the near future for Season of Discovery. We have Naxxramas coming next, and then we have the all-new Scarlet Crusade raid, which is really, really interesting to me. I am so excited to try that out. I feel like there's going to be some really cool stuff going on there. And then we even have the Karazhan Crypts dungeon, which I think is coming next phase alongside Naxxramas. So like I said, if you're someone who's been kind of on the fence about playing Season of Discovery for the remainder of it, or maybe you never even gave it a try, right now it's really easy. I started leveling a hunter, a night elf female hunter here on Crusader Strike. I have a 60 horde. I'm also playing Alliance here as well. And the leveling experience is extremely fast. You can get all of your runes at level 1 on the rune vendor now, which is amazing. You basically spawn in, they're 1 copper each. So just kill a few mobs, vendor a few items, and you can have every single rune, like 30 plus new abilities at level 1. If you make a warlock, you have meta form at level 1, immolation aura, all that crazy stuff. Paladins have divine storm, Crusader Strike, everything at level 1. I think that was a fantastic change. I wish it came a little bit sooner, but it's here. So, you know, take advantage of it. It's a really, really good time to level. It's super fast. While I was leveling, there's a lot of people out in the world. There's a lot of people running dungeons. There's even boosts. If you have a bunch of gold saved up and you want to get some boosts, those are a thing too. But yeah, this is definitely a good time to jump in and play if you've been on the fence about it, or maybe if you have some alts that you haven't been playing that you want to gear out, now's the time to do it. It's very easy. Get ready for that new raid coming, the new Karazhan dungeon next phase, and even Naxxramas if that's something that you're excited about. All in all, I think this was a fantastic change by Blizzard. I think this was definitely much needed, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do in the future. They said that they're going to keep implementing some more catch-up mechanics, but they want to make sure that they keep the raids relevant, right? They don't want you to be completely you know, not doing Molten Core on a fresh character and Blackwing Layer and stuff like that. They want to keep those raids relevant, which I think is a really important thing. I think that that's something that they actually nailed with Season of Discovery, is that there's people still out there running Molten Core to gear their alts or, you know, farm their Thunder Furies, whatever they're trying to do. These raids are still relevant, and that's something that goes hand in hand with how actual Classic was. And I think they actually nailed that by keeping this older content, I guess older now, a few months old, but older content relevant as the phases progress towards the end or further down into SOD, right? We don't even know when the end is going to be. Maybe there's more stuff coming after the Scarlet Crusade raid. We haven't heard anything about that yet, but it's possible, right? It's possible that Season of Discovery just goes on for another year or two. We have absolutely no idea. All I know is that if it's something you find fun, definitely jump in and play. Now is going to be the time to do it. There is so many ways to level up super fast. You still have the incursions. You have tons of people doing dungeons. Like I said, 150% XP boost and all of your runes at level 1. It's honestly just fun to make a level 1 character and see what it feels like with all of these abilities. I know I did that on day 1, and I had a blast. Like druids at level 1 with all of their runes are just like out of control fun. Paladin, out of control fun. So I suggest doing it for yourself if you've been on the fence about jumping back in or even never tried Season of Discovery yet. Now is definitely a good time. But anyways, guys, yeah, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. It really does help me out a lot. Jump over to my Twitch, twitch.tv/hammerdance, link in the description below. Subscribe to the channel. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching and listening in. I'll see you all in the next one.